Hello everyone, this is K. Surya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, KCS Kasinagar College of Arts and Science. This video, we are going to see what is Precis writing. Writing a Precis means making an intelligent summary of a long passage. To write a Precis, one should have a clear understanding of the passage. Only then will one be able to include all essential points and tips and tricks of essay examples in the Precis. Now, we'll see some general considerations. Learn with shortening in your words, text of written work, useful writing tips, essential thoughts, ideas or fact on how to write a Precis writing format. With Precis writing examples, it is generally accepted that a Precis should be a third of the passage given. If the original passage has 300 words, the Precis should not be more than 110 words in length. A Precis should be in the language of the Precis writer. The original passage is not to be reduced in length by just removing unimportant or unnecessary sentences and by reproducing the rest as the Precis. It should be a brief gist or summary of the passage expressed in the writer's own words. A Precis should be full, that is, it should contain all the essential thoughts, ideas or facts in the original passage. It should not contain repetitions or observations that are not relevant to the main theme of the original. A Precis is always written in reported speech. The passage given may be a speech made by a person in direct speech, but the Precis is to be in reported speech and in the third person and in the past tense. Next, we are going to see the techniques of Precis writing. There are three kinds of work to be done in producing a clear and successful Precis. There are reading, writing, and revision. Reading. If one reading is not enough to give you a general idea of its meaning, then read it a second time. As you read, find out the subject or the theme of the passage and what is said about the subject. It will be a good time if you find out the lead or the topic sentence. The lead sentence will help you to see the subject clearly. It will also help you to think of a title for the Precis example. Further, reading may be necessary at this stage to make sure that the details of the passage are also understood. Read the passage more slowly this time, even sentence by sentence, and make sure that everything in the passage is understood. If this is not done, it is likely that you will miss something important, especially if it is expressed by a short phrase or a single word. Now comes the process of selection. The writer of the Precis writing passages has to decide what facts or ideas in the passage are essential and what are of second or no importance, taking the main ideas of the passages as your point of reference. It should not be too difficult to write out the important points in the original in a corner of your writing worksheet. Next one is writing. You should first prepare a draft of the Precis. Keep in mind the need to reduce the original to 1/3 its length. The main thoughts expressed in the passage, the ideas it contains, the opinions presented, and the conclusion arrived at should figure in the rough draft. Unimportant things like the names of the people and places and dates should not figure in it. It may so happen that your first draft is too long or that it sounds rather jerky. Shorten it if necessary and write out a careful second draft during college preparation. Sometimes you may need to work out 3 or even 4 drafts, but with reasonable care and concentration, you should normally succeed in producing a good précis writing by the second draft. Remember that a précis or essay is a connected whole and that it should read smoothly and continuously. Get more advice and tips for more study tips for online education sites. Next one is revision. When you have made your second or final draft, carefully revise it before writing out the fed copy. Look for many mistakes or slips in grammar or spelling and correct them. Don't forget to give your précis a title for précis writing example. A good précis is marked by clarity, brevity, and precision. It's not just lifting of the sentence from the original. It should be written in the précis writer's own words. It's a miniature version of the original passage. It must have a logical order and be well knit and well connected. It must have coherence, must use linking devices such as so, therefore, and because, further, etc., must follow the order of ideas of the original. It must have a title. It is written in reported speech and must not contain any details not found in the original. Do's in a précis. Start your précis by highlighting the main ideas of the passage, and you should create contextual environment where you can place the necessary points. Once the main points is established in the précis, you can present the method, points, facts, etc. used by the author of the passage. Compress and clarify a lengthy passage, article or book while then the concept, keywords, and important data. Remove what is superfluous and retain the core essence of the work. Always remember that mention about history writing about history should be advisably done in the past tense. State the purpose of the research or piece of writing. Next, don'ts in a précis. Do not express your own opinion, wish, remark, or criticism. Do not insert any question in your précis. Its significance, if essential, may be expressed by a statement. Do not use abbreviation or contractions. Do not be jerky. This suggests that most probably you have not understood the sense of the passage properly. So, thank you.